Hi friends, welcome to my channel. So today we are discussing about integrate Azure AD or Microsoft Entra ID with ASP.NET Core Web Application. Then users sign in users and call the Microsoft Graph API. Friends, last video we discussed integrating Azure AD with single page application. Now we are discussing integrate Azure AD with web application. So first we will see what is the difference between the web application and single page application. So friends, we know um, traditional web application that performs most of the application logic on the server, okay, and single page applications that performs most of the user interface logic in the web browser and communicating with the web server primarily using web APIs. This is the major difference between the web application and single page application. So due to this reason, so single page application is more dynamic and more faster than the web applications, right? And we have a doubt when we need to go with the web application and when we need to select the single page application. If you see the points 2 3 and 4, so based on these requirements we can select the web application. What are those requirements? For example, client side requirements are the simple and even read only. That means we are showing most of the content is static and requirements are very simple. Then we will go with the web application. Okay, so if we have the application must expose a rich user interface with many features like animated images, videos, and interactive menus, then we will go with the single page application. At the same time, if you don't want to JavaScript or TypeScript and we need to run the functions in the browser only, at that time also we'll go with the web application. So it is completely opposite. So the team is familiar with the TypeScript and JavaScript and Blazor WebAssembly development, and then we go with the single page application. Okay, so the last one is public facing and benefits from the search engine discovery and referrals. That means if you want to use the search engine feature and the application is public facing, then you go the web application. So these are the requirements you need to consider. These are the situations or requirements we need to consider when you are deciding the either go with the web application or single page application. Okay, yeah. Next one is prerequisites. Okay, if you want to develop the ASP.NET Core web application and integrate the Azure AD, and what we want to require. So first we require Azure account. Okay, with active subscription, right? If you don't have Azure account, we need to create free account at least. So I will provide this link in the description. Then we required .NET Core SDK 6.0 plus. Okay, and we required either Visual Studio 2022 or Visual Studio Code. Either one of the ID we required. Okay. So next one is so scenario. So what exactly we are trying to demonstrate here? Okay. So we are trying to demonstrate here web application. So to create ASP.NET Core web application and integrating the Azure AD. So once user is logging in, then we get the authorization code. Then we call the Microsoft Graph API with that authorization code and get the profile information of the user and displaying into the web application. This is the demo we are trying to show here. Okay. So so now the first step is register the application into the Microsoft Entra admin center. So friends, we will see the uh, demo, also how to register the application to the Microsoft Entra admin. Okay, so we'll go and see. So friends, this is my Azure portal. Okay, so I'm selecting Microsoft Entra ID. So here, go and select the app registrations. Go and select the app registrations. So select new registration. So you can here you want to give the application name. My application name is demo app. If application will support only for your organization, you can select the first option. Or if you want to support this application for multiple tenants, okay, and it will support Microsoft accounts, then you go and select the third option. Okay, so now just click on the register button. Okay, so friends, once application is created, here two things are important. One is application client ID and tenant ID. These two we will use in our application, right? So we will copy these things. It will be useful in the next in our code. Okay, now the second thing is app redirect. App redirect. So go authentication. There you can select the ad platform. Here you select the our application is web, right? So you need to select the web here. So once you select web, here we need to provide the redirect URIs. That means once a user is authenticated successfully, where you should redirect, right? And once user is signed out, where you should redirect. Those two URLs we need to provide here. Go to our PPT. So this is our redirect URI. So here select this one. Go to our portal. View this one here and copy paste this one. Sign out. OIDC. Sign in OIDC, sign out OIDC. Fine. Okay. And you select ID tokens used implicit and hybrid flows. So that's all friends. Now our redirect URIs are configured. Friends, these are all are available in the package. Okay, that we will see. Right. So this is done. Okay. And the one more thing is here when we are discussing web app or difference between web app and single page app is the major difference between to integrate Azure AD here is, so if you are integrating Azure AD for single page application, okay, there we are using the MSL library. So already we did a video on that. So please go through it if you want to integrate the Microsoft Azure AD for single page application. Now we are integrating Azure AD for web application. So here we are using the Microsoft Identity Web package. Okay, we are not using the MSL.js library. Okay, if you are developing the application with Node.js, then we need to use MSL.js file, MSL.js library. Okay, that is the major difference here to integrating the Azure AD for web and single page application, right? So now we completed the add redirect URI. Now next one is application setup. So in the application setup, the first one is we need to create an ASP.NET application. Okay, so we'll create ASP.NET core web application. So go to create new project, select ASP.NET core web app. So this one with the Razor pages content. Click next. So here you can give name web application demo 3. Okay. So here you need to select .NET 7.1. This is the latest one and configure HTTPS. Done. Everything is done. Yeah, we created a web application here. Okay. So once a web application is created, it looks like this. Okay. Now a web application is created and then the second step is here we need to install the packages. So go to manage NuGet packages and go to browse, and here you need to install the packages. So what is that package? Microsoft Identity Web UI and Web. These two packages we need to install. So this is the version 2.15.3. Accept, installed. Next one is Microsoft Identity Web. This is also we need to install. Then yes, two packages are installed. So friends, now application is created and packages are installed. Now the next step is we need to create a self-signed certificate. This is the one of the difference here. One is live packages are different and another one is create self-signed certificate when we are integrating the Azure AD with the web application. Okay. So friends, This is the step we need to do. Okay, here we are creating a self-signed certificate, and we should upload into the our Azure AD. Okay, so go to our application folder, file explorer. Yeah, go to our CMD. Yes, see friends, this is the command. I will provide this command also in the description of the video. So just click enter. Yes, and enter. Yes, our certificate is created successfully. Now we will see and see here. See, the certificate is created. This is that time. Okay, 2101. So application is created. Sorry, certificate is created. Now what is the next step? So now the next step is we need to upload. We need to upload into the our Azure AD. So go to our application into our Azure AD. Go select certificate and secrets, and select this tab, certificates tab, upload certificate. So browse and select your file. This one, our application, web application demo 3. This is our certificate. Give that certificate. Okay. Description. This one you can give your description, web application demo 3 something. You can give. Yes. So once certificate is uploaded, it will generate the thumbprint. So this some thumbprint we will use in our application. Okay, our application configurations. Fine, friends. So what is the next step in our video? Okay. So now final thing is configure the application. Friends, here four steps are there. One is we need to create one partial .html page. So why we need to create that one, I will explain. So now we'll come to here. Okay, fine. So just opening the pages. It's layout.c system. Okay, fine. First we'll run it. So we'll see the output, what it will come, what the output will be come here. So it is self-signed certificate. So we should accept the risk. So this is the application view, right? So here, so we are what we are doing first step here, we are creating some login partial .cshtml. So there what we are doing, we are showing sign in and sign out here in the tab conditionally. Okay, that means if user is not logged in, it will show sign in button. If the user is already logged in, we will show the sign out button. Okay, for that showing those buttons, we are creating one partial page. Okay, go to our web application demo and stop this one, create one partial page, go to shared folder. Here I'm creating one razor page, empty. Okay, give your name. What is my page name? Login partial .cshtml. Fine, I given that page name. Okay friends, so instead of, so to time saving, so this is the code we need to copy. There, just copy this code. Friends, I will explain this code. Okay, what it is doing here, if user is authenticated, we will see the, we will show the sign out button. If user is not authenticated, we will show the sign in button. Okay, see, and you see here ASP area, ASP controller, ASP action. Okay, so what is the ASP action? Sign out method. ASP action means action method in the controller account, and area is Microsoft identity. Okay friends, so you have a doubt, where is our controller? See, in our code there is no controller, but where it is account is available, this account is, this account control is available in the Microsoft Identity Web. See, two packages we installed, right? So that that is available in the Microsoft Identity Web. Okay, that means we are not handling this controller and this action methods. So if you want to write ourselves, we need to override account controller. Okay, then we need to provide this area, these things. Okay, right. So this entire this logic will be executed in the Microsoft Identity Web. Right now, uh, we created the partial page, but we should specify in the layout page, right? That we need to specify here. So here we can specify the that page partial name login partial, close it, right? So that means it will show there. I just run here, but we will see the output what it will come. See, it will come sign in because user is not authenticated yet. That is the reason it is showing sign in, right? Super. Next, what is the next step? Next step is app settings.json. We need to configure the app settings.json. So go to our app settings.json page. Friends, that configuration is ready for us. So we just copy paste here. We will explain. So we copy pasted this content. Uh, okay, this is available in the uh, official website. I will give that URL. Okay, so this configuration also we should keep it as it is because this configuration is used in the Microsoft Identity web package. Okay, here we need to specify the tenant ID and client ID. If you go our Azure account, here if you see the overview, our demo app overview, you see here our application ID and tenant ID. You need to copy these values and you need to paste here. Okay, and instance you see this is our Azure cloud URL. Okay, and certificate details. So here important thing is only certificate thumbprint. I already told once certificate is uploaded, it will generate thumbprint. That thumbprint value you need to paste here, right? Yes. So, and next configuration section is this one, downstream web API. So here we are trying to demonstrate once user is signed in, it will automatically call the Microsoft Graph API and fetch the profile information of the signed in user. So that is the reason we are passing, we are giving here Microsoft Graph API URL. And scope is user.read. That means we have the scope only read. We should not um, write the information of the user, right? So these are the two sections we need to provide as it is. The names also should be same, right? So and the sec and third one is program.cs file. So we need to update the program.cs file. What is program.cs file here? So this is the things we need to copy paste. Web application demo, go to program.cs file. Okay, once a builder object is created, we need to provide these things. See, this is we need to download from the Microsoft Identity Web.UI. So, friends, I will explain these things here. So, first thing is we are reading the configuration. Our configuration means app settings.json file. We are reading the scopes. See here, downstream API scopes. We are reading that scopes and keeping into initial scopes. So these are the methods. These are the methods in the Microsoft Identity Web. If you click here, and we will able to see the what it is doing. So we are just passing the configuration here, and uh, it will generate the builder object. See here, it will just read the configuration section, get section, config section name. Okay, and finally it will return the this object Microsoft Identity Web Authentication Builder with configuration. So it completely read the configurations. Okay, we are passing the configuration object and what is the section in the configuration. This information we are passing here, and we are enabling the token acquisition to call the downstream API. Okay, this is also one method. So if you observe here, so it is initializing everything: client ID, client secret, and insurer. So this information we are providing into the app settings.json here: client tenant ID, client ID, instance. These three values it is initializing in this method. So friends, here what it is doing, it is preparing the object. Okay, what is the object? Microsoft Identity Web Object Authentication Builder object. It is preparing here, and this information we are passing into the our dependency injection builder dot services, our dependency injection container. Right there, we are passing all this information. It will read the configuration file. Okay, and it will keep the information there. Okay, and we are creating one policy. That policy means it should be require authenticated user, right? So these are the things we need to pass to the our dependency injection container. And important thing here, we should specify the authorization, authentication, and authorization. What is the one? First step is app dot use authentication. First authentication, then authorization. And one more thing is here, we should map controllers. So if you are not providing this step, your sign out will not work. This is the program.cs file configurations. And next one is update index.cs HTML file. Okay, so that code also ready here. Just go and take this code dot index.cs HTML. Okay, you just paste here. I will explain this code, and we know, right, this Razor pages is combination of two files. One is CSHTML and another one is CSHTML.cs. Okay, if you expand here, it will see here. Just to replace this code. Yes, yeah, friends. So this index page is the our main page. So when we get request, when get request is made for the page, this index page, this on get method will call. Okay, so what we are doing here? So we are doing here, we are calling the web API for user async. Okay, downstream web API. So that means you see downstream web API config section, what we are providing: base URL of graph, Microsoft Graph, and scopes, right? This is the thing we are passing. That means it is calling Microsoft Graph API. Okay, and it will get the response. If response is fine, that means HTTP status code is okay. Then we are serializing the response and we are keeping into the view data API result. This view data we are displaying here in the index.html page. Okay, so very simple, friends. When the page is trying to load, that means when the get request came, this code will be executed. Okay, so but when it is calling here, okay, the user should be authenticated. If the user not authenticated, first it will redirect to the authentication page. So this entire logic, it will be happening into the these libraries. Okay, we are not handling those logic here, those logics. Okay, so if user is not if you are getting a response, invalid response, wrong, that means user is not authenticated or something went wrong, it will show this information there, right? Yes, friends. Now we will run the application and we will see the output. We'll run the application and we'll see the result. Friends, one mistake we found here, this code should be before the builder.build. Okay, so we should copy paste here, and this code, this line also should be deleted, right? So now we will see. Yes, so this is one of the account. It is already added into my Azure AD account, so I'm selecting the same account. So my password is already there. Stay signed in. Click yes. So see friends, it will asking to accept this one because my demo app is unverified. That means my domain of the Azure AD, it is not verified. That is the reason it is asking, are you just verifying? That means if you accept, then only it will be go and fetch the information. See now, so it is showing, see, hello, name, and you see all the information, profile information, given name, job title, mail, everything, the user profile information, we get it here. Okay, so now if we click sign out, it will be asking which account you need to sign out. Once it is signed out successfully, it will show the to redirect to our home page. See, application is signed out successfully, right? And if you signed out, that means user is not signed in yet, so it is showing again sign in. Click on sign in again, and select your account, enter your password, click yes. Now it will show automatically your profile information in the home page, right? And click on again sign out.